Hey everyone, I'm a piece of garbage and this is Reviewtion. Today I'm going to be talking about the fantastic album I'm Gonna YURT by YURT. If you've ever wanted to go to an 80s prom, you better go get yourself a perm, hang a cheap foam disco ball from your ceiling, pour yourself some punch, and put this album on. I mean, maybe you should try to find a honey to dance with, but dancing by yourself is just one more way to learn to love yourself, right? The album opens with an absolute banger. Now, I know I throw that term around a lot, but this track might honestly be one of my favorite songs from this year. The first thing you hear is a nasty synth bass line, and I mean that in the best way possible. After a couple seconds of this, Marlowe's voice starts telling the rambling story that is stitched together by different perfectly described vignettes. When the drums come in for the chorus, you better bet that it gets real as hell. Not to mention, the slightly out-of-tune guitar that comes in shortly afterwards makes the song feel loosely fun and free. The kicker of the chorus, when she sings, "You've got that American spirit," is for some reason one of the best lyrics I've heard in a long time. It really hits home in the context of the story this song tells. It's both a proclamation of the light she sees in whoever this person is, but also a statement about the often reckless and self-destructive nature of young whippersnappers in America. In case you don't know, American Spirits are a popular brand of cigarettes. This song makes me want to cry, it makes me want to boogie, and it makes me feel alive. If you do nothing else after watching this, please go listen to this song. Seriously. Tropa starts with a damn groovy bass line, and 4 on the floor, baby! The distorted, slightly out-of-tune vocals add a tension to the track that creates an ebb and flow with the arpeggiating synth and dynamic drumming underneath it. The best part of this song for me is just how amazingly the music crescendos and decrescendos. I also love that the vocals never clear up, with Marlowe and Shane trading off vocal duties that sometimes sound like they're sung from the bottom of a canyon through a distorted amp. The next track is named after a cute little Volkswagen car called the Carmen Ghia. The synth chords that open up this track have a really cool syncopation to them that distorted guitar matches for the first few moments, and that is soon evened out by a comfortable, yet funky drum groove. If there's one thing you are amazing at as lyricists, it's descriptions that conjure up crystal clear images. Pink Carmen Ghia and your bumper sticker read, "How's my driving? Here's my number, call 1-800-EAT-SHIT." Not only is this a hilarious opening line, but it also gives you a pretty damn good idea of who this person is, with only 10 seconds worth of lyrics. The track only builds from there, and by the end, there's layers of synth and distorted guitar while Marlowe shouts, "Dance, dance, dance!" And it honestly makes you feel like you want to get up and boogie yourself to forget all your worries. As the track ever so slowly decrescendos, you start to think maybe she isn't so sure that dance, dance, dancing is going to help the person she's talking about figure out their life. And maybe she's tired of waiting and can't dance forever. It goes from sounding like a fun thing being shouted in the middle of the crowd to someone dancing alone, trying to reassure themselves that they should just keep on dance, dance, dancing. But you know, that still seems like pretty good advice to me. Although the next song is called Salsa, it doesn't sound like a salsa song, but it is damn spicy. The song floats into your ears with some slightly distorted octaves on the guitar, which are then joined by a mimicking angelic synth. The song starts off with a sentiment that might be familiar to those of us who have tried to change themselves to get someone else to like them. I heard that you like dancing, so I started taking lessons. Soon enough, I know the tango and the salsa. The sentiment in the chorus of this song, though, is my favorite part. The colors get a little brighter with you around here. The way Marlowe sings this warms my stone-cold heart. That line perfectly captures the feelings of having butterflies in your stomach, whether from someone you're dating or from someone you're crushing on. I also really admire that they don't leave this song as a lyrically straightforward love song, since the ending isn't a happy one. I could teach you how to salsa, but it doesn't really matter. By the time the last note fades though, there's a feeling of peace, since it seems like maybe she's learned to make the colors a little brighter for herself. The next song is possibly one of my favorite song titles in a long time. Steve Buscemi Fan Club makes me want to shake the junk in my trunk as soon as the music starts. The funky syncopation on the washed out synth that opens this song gets me hyped even before the distorted and reverbed out guitar kicks in. Shane's vocals are again distorted on this track, and it gives a sense of tension and unsteadiness to this song that I absolutely love. All at once I feel like I can boogie-woogie to this track, and also worry that at any point it's going to fall apart. During the instrumental breakdown when the guitar bursts into a discordant arpeggiation and a distorted synthesizer gets added in the background, you know it's business time. Before I get into this last song, I just want to say that one of the things I find great about this album is that it's imperfect. It was recorded at Treehouse Records in Chicago, with the whole band set up in the studio playing the songs live, with minimal overdubbing later. This strategy definitely gives a lot of energy to the album as a whole that I really appreciate. I think if they had polished it up any more than it is, it would have lost some of that rough gem quality that really makes it shine. The beginning of Chloe's face echoes the same timing in the arpeggiation on Steve Buscemi Fan Club, but this time it's more harmonious. To echo my sentiments about the imperfections on this album, this song fluctuates, which is something that tends to naturally happen in a live situation. Some people get annoyed by speed fluctuations, but I really love them. I know, that's an oddly specific thing to like, but what can you do? I just feel as though they're a natural way to build up energy in a song, and that's exactly what this banger does. Between the dynamics of the instrumentation and the tempo shifts, this song is the perfect song for late night driving on a warm summer night. I want nothing more than for someone to use this whole album as a soundtrack for a movie set in the 80s. It's all here. The love, the heartbreak, the awkwardness, Steve Buscemi. YURT managed to create a really special album here that's full of its own special YURT-y charm. And I seriously can't wait to see what they make in the future. I give this album an eggplant and a confetti. Oh, and one more thing you should know about YURT is all of them have the word YURT tattooed onto their butt, which really is the only kind of self-promotion you need these days. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could smash that MFing subscribe button and like the video. It would seriously mean a lot to me. Stay toasty, y'all.